Actually, I'll go ahead and do a small review. So I can't remember her name. I want to say it's Kayla, but I'm pretty certain I'm wrong. I will put the video that I'm using for the recipe in the description down below so you guys can go watch it, maybe try for yourself, form your own opinions. Okay, so she does have a blog, and she posts all of her recipes on there. She even has, if you click the link in her description of that video, it links you to her blog, which takes you, and she gives you a shopping list of the things that are in the video that you're going to need, which I personally think is really cool. So she has she has all of her recipes online. She gives you step-by-step instructions in her video. So her videos, or the video that I used, includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 5 work days, which is super convenient. She does have a video, which I honestly thought was this one. And the video I chose was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, again, for 5 work days. And they're super easy to do, not at all complicated. So for breakfast in this video, she has some overnight oats. One of them, banana and nut. You were allowed to pick your nut, so I chose pecans. Mostly because that's what I had in my pantry, and nuts are really expensive, so I didn't want to have to buy more, but I knew my husband had some, and I realized after I put the pecans in that there were walnuts in the cupboard as well, and I should have put those in, but oh well. Actually, we made, since she wanted a little bit of variety, so one of the overnight oats was nut and bananas, and then the other one was like a chia, almond butter and chia, only I altered it because I didn't have almond butter, and like nuts, almond butter is really expensive. It's like $10 a jar. The cheapest one I found was $7. And that was at Walmart. Walmart's supposed to be the cheapest of the cheapest. I'm hitting a dead end, which means I'm going to be turning around in a moment. But yeah, it's just like, I didn't want to waste money on almond butter. So instead, I used peanut butter, and I mixed some cocoa powder in it. So I had like a Reese's kind. I haven't tried that one yet. I'm hoping it turns out really good, because the banana and nut one actually turned out really well. And unfortunately, I couldn't enjoy it as much as I could because I was only eating it. I broke my intermittent fasting because I needed to eat something in order to take the medication that the doctor or the dentist prescribed me for my tooth, because I woke up with my tooth hurting, like really, really bad. Like I almost called out of work and took a write-up, because it would have been an hour before I was supposed to be in at work. And the rule is supposed to be 2 hours, and I felt really shitty about it. So yeah, so those were the 2 overnight things. Overnight oats for breakfast. For lunch was homemade chicken nuggets with a cucumber and red onion salad, which turned out really good. It had some dill in it, and you mix it with mayonnaise, or you could use Greek yogurt. She tells you all the different kinds of substitutions that you could use for that. So I didn't follow her recipe to a T, only because when I went shopping, I thought I had almond flour, and it turned out that I didn't. So I used actual breadcrumbs, and it still turned out pretty good. I still tried to follow the recipe as much as I could. Instead of almond flour, I think she also put coconut flour in with the meat when she mixed it up. So use ground chicken, and I didn't think it would come out very well, but it did, and I'm really impressed. The chicken nuggets were really good. She had you mix in hot sauce, and I used sriracha only because it was the first spicy thing in my cupboard that I grabbed. And with the sriracha, it came out really good. You know, everybody was talking about sriracha and how really good it was and how they're putting it on everything. And I'm just like, sriracha can't be that fucking good. I was wrong, as I was saying. So, chicken nuggets came out really good. They were nice and moist, even after putting them in the microwave. They worked really well with the breadcrumbs. Next time, I think I will make these again for like a dinner. Just not this week. Next time, I will follow her recipe and use the almond flour and coconut flour. But I had already spent... I didn't want to go back out only because to go get the actual stuff, because I had already started meal prepping, and between myself and my husband, I had already spent like $144 on groceries. It's just ridiculous. So the dinner portion was meatloaf, cauliflower mash, and steamed broccoli. So I'm gonna let you guys know, never had steamed vegetables. Whenever I see them in videos, they always look super bland because, so I was watching her video, I honestly thought it was going to be really bland and that I wasn't going to like it because she only put salt and pepper on the broccoli, on the steamed broccoli, and I was like, this isn't going to be good at all. This shit needs butter. Like, needs butter. I love me some butter. And it just happens to be keto friendly. Not that I'm kind of doing keto, but not really. This recipe, actually, I think this whole video is like, I think she said it was paleo friendly. I don't really know much about the paleo diet. Only that I know it's like really, it's kind of similar to the keto diet, I think. I don't know, someone tell me in the description below, because I don't want to do more research. School starts pretty soon, so I want to, refrain from doing like a boatload of research before school starts again. Enjoy my summer vacation while I can, even though I'm working. So the broccoli, yeah, she only seasoned salt and pepper, so I followed it because I wanted to try, and I was shocked that it actually turned out really good just with the salt and pepper. Although afterwards I put cheese on it. I always try to take a bite out of something that I've never had before adding anything to it, just to see if I'll like it by itself or if I still believe that it needs more. So I tried the broccoli by itself without any cheese on it, just with the salt and pepper like she did in the video, and it actually came out pretty good. I was shocked. I was like, I thought this needed butter, and it doesn't. It's really good. But I still ended up putting cheese on it. I put a little bit of cheddar cheese on it because I like me some cheese, and this whole meal plan doesn't have cheese. And I'm just like, it needs a little cheese. And now that I think about it, this whole recipe, this whole meal plan thing is dairy free because all of her recipes involve using almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. So I think that's really cool. But I love cheese too much to give it up. No. I also bought some cheese sticks as one of the snacks. I can't get rid of cheese. So the cauliflower mash, so she in the video used like an actual cauliflower head, but I was like, that's too much work, and this is already going to take a little bit. So I brought like green giant cauliflower mashed potato. Yeah, cauliflower mash, no potato. And it turned out really good. She uses ghee, Ghee, in her recipes, but I use just regular butter only because ghee also turns out to be pretty expensive. Well, it should not be expensive to eat healthy. Like, this is just ridiculous. I don't understand. If someone could link or comment a video or whoever who shops healthy on a budget, please let me know, because it's so expensive. Although my sister did give me a few ideas, and her hers are pretty, they're not expensive. She doesn't have me going out buying a whole bunch of stuff. I really should have stuck to hers, but I don't know. Sorry, Nini. I needed some variety, So, and then there was the meatloaf. So the meatloaf, she's like, it's great, it's ground turkey, and it's not dry. Like, she really wanted to be specific, like, it's not dry. And it wasn't. It was so good. She also gave me, like, this neat little trick that I kind of wish I knew sooner. So there are red onion and, so the meatloaf is just ground turkey and red onion. That's it. Of course, and whatever seasonings that you want. I think she used like salt, pepper, paprika, and some Italian seasoning that she has. She's like, it's all about the seasonings. That's what makes it taste good. See, white people can know seasonings. Not all white people are bland as fuck. I promise. I'm not bland. I gotta have something. That's just how I was raised. I gotta have some kind of seasoning. It can't be bland. It's gotta have salt, pepper, or something. So anyways, so she said that you needed to cook the red onion first. So the meatloaf, you had to cook the red onions first. And she's like, just put the red onions in a pan. I was like, what about the oil? Like, don't you put oil, like vegetable oil, coconut oil, something? She didn't put any oil. She was just like, if they start to stick to the pan, just put a little bit of water in there. And I was like, water? So I tried it because I was trying, again, to stick to the recipe. And it came out good. Like, water. Who would think to use water when you're cooking onions? Like, every recipe that I see, they always tell you to use some kind of oil or butter or something to put, to saute your vegetables. But like, I guess I wasn't really sauteing. I was just trying to make the onions nice and soft and bring out the flavor in them. Still, like, really impressed that the water actually worked. It still brought out the flavor in the onions. I put garlic in. As described in the video, she said to put like a tablespoon of garlic in. But if some of you know me, some of you don't, I love garlic. And then I mixed it all up with the ground turkey. I think it called for like 1.5 pounds, although they didn't have any 1.5 pounds. Oh, what a cute little mouse. They didn't have any 1.5 pounds ground turkey packages, so I just used like the biggest one. I think it was like 1.33 pounds. So I was like, close enough. It still worked. I was still able to like cut it up into 10 pieces, so I could have 2 slices each day for 5 days, obviously. And then of course there's the sauce that's on top of it. She was like, honey and tomato paste. I was like, excuse me, what? Actually, while I was shopping, I had to rewatch the video because she didn't include what needed to be, like, she didn't include the tomato paste in her grocery list. There we go. She didn't include it in her grocery list. And I was like, I know I'm missing something. Like, what's going on with the sauce? And at first I wasn't going to get the tomato paste because we had already passed by it, I think. No, we didn't pass by it. So I wasn't going to get the tomato paste until my husband pointed it out. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll get it because it's only like 80 cents. Yeah, so I was like, can I just use ketchup? I know some people just put ketchup on top of their meatloaf, so I think I'll just do that. I'll just use ketchup because we have ketchup at the house. I didn't want to spend any more money. And then my husband goes, oh, hey, look, tomato paste. Didn't you say you need that? I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So all the sauce is just honey and tomato paste, and it actually turned out really good. Although I think next time if I make this again, a little bit more honey, only because I have a sweet tooth and I'm hoping it goes away soon when I get my wisdom teeth taken out. That's another story after this. So this is turning out to be a really long review. Long story short, her recipes turned out really good. All the food was delicious, and I'm really shocked that it was, because you don't always think that healthy food is going to be delicious. Holy shit! Bee. It was a bumblebee. So yeah, so her recipes turned out really well. And I mentioned before, if you guys find a recipe that's healthy for you, stick to it. Try to look for other recipes that you can find so you have some more variety. I promise not all healthy food is bad. Like, it tastes really good if you make it the right way. If you use seasonings, you know, seasonings have like 0 calories in it. Most of them really bring out the flavor in other foods. So like, trust me when I say use your seasonings. Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys know now, before I forget. So on the 31st, on August 31st, I'm going to be getting my wisdom teeth taken out. And if you've watched other YouTubers, they also film getting their wisdom teeth taken out. So my husband's like, you know, I'm going to record this, right? Right. I'm just like, fine, you can record it and I'll post it on my YouTube or whatever. I know there's not many of you, but if you're anything like me, you take pleasure out of some other people's pain, especially when it comes to wisdom teeth, because they're high as balls and it's hilarious. So I'm not really looking forward to getting my wisdom teeth taken out. However, it needs to be done because it's the cause of all the pain that I've been having with my teeth. I know you're not supposed to eat 8 hours before it happens because it is technically a surgery, so you can't eat 8 hours before. I think there's like a lot of time that you're not supposed to eat afterwards. So honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is try to do some kind of fast. If not a water fast, then definitely like a liquid fast. Like, I'll try to stick to some protein shakes so I can get something in me, because I know like my mouth will be healing and my body will be like, girl, you need some fuel so you can heal. So that fast probably won't last very long. I'll try to make it at least 24 hours. I'm probably not going to do a lot of recording on it. I know my husband will definitely record me, you know, probably at the dentist office, you know, high off the anesthesia. Okay, so I think this is going to be the end of the video. I think I've talked your ear off long enough. I'm really sorry that this is another vlog, although it is kind of a workout video because I'm on a walk. I've been on the walk for 40 minutes now. My pace is pretty slow, but I'm almost at 2 miles, so I think I'm going to hit the 2-mile mark and then turn around and head back home. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Do all that YouTube fancy stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you really want to see more content. And I'm really sorry this turned into another vlog. I promise to have better quality content someday. Okay, bye!